Yep.
Let's talk about that number 4 pick. Where do you think the Falcons should go with the number 4 pick if you were taking that selection?
Like you said, I'm kind of subjective, and I go different ways. I like to do mock drafts with different scenarios. In my study group on Twitter, we kind of bounced the idea of taking Kyle Pitts even at 4 just to see what the draft would look like. I know that might trigger a lot of people, but the draft is such an unknown that you just don't know, right? And Arthur Smith runs a lot of 12 personnel, so who's to say he doesn't want a super athletic freak like Kyle Pitts, right? Yeah. So I'm not saying that he's my first choice, but we just that's why I like my group, is because we run through so many scenarios that it's almost impossible for us to be caught off guard by a pick. But to answer your question in short, I really do think it's time to pick a QB. That's people are gonna say, "Oh, you're just a Matt Ryan hater," and it's not really that. I like Matt Ryan. I have 3 of his jerseys. I'm a big fan. He's done wonders for the organization, but like the same thing as Roddy, like at some point you have to move on. I don't think it's definitely not going to be this year. It might not even be next year, but at some point you have to have the potential franchise guy, and what better choice in a QB rich draft a QB rich draft at the top end of it than to take a guy with loads of potential, and potentially you have your choice of the second QB off the board, depending what Miami and depending what the Jets do. So, and to be honest with you, the top 4 QBs to me, even though I'm a little bit lower on Zach Wilson than most guys, the top 4 QBs can play in this league at a good level. But to me, if Trey Lance, if Justin Fields, if one of those guys are there, I feel like just the traits they have and the way they fit in Arthur Smith's system, where there's a lot of option plays, and there's a lot of bootleg and stuff, just getting outside of the pocket and working outside the pocket. I feel like those guys fit his system, especially given that they're going to get a year at least to be developed in.